A smart scale can have 50 metrics but be really frustrating to use, which is why the best type of smart scale is the kind that only shows you the info you need. So today I'll be comparing 3 scales in the latter category: the Hume Health Body Pod, Withings Body Scan, and the Renpho MorphoScan Nova. I'm on a mission to find the best smart scales option that's actually worth using in 2026, not just the one with the fanciest chart. But before we jump in, I've got the best discounts for all 3 smart scales linked in the description below, so you can check the current best price without having to hunt for it yourself, or you can scan the QR codes on screen, because that works too. All right, let's start with a design check. And I'm going to show all 3 on camera at the same time because this is one of those areas where you'll instantly feel the differences. Starting with the Hume Health Body Pod, you've got a tempered glass platform, a retractable handle with electrodes, and minimalist display. Overall, it looks very premium, almost clinical. It's the kind of design that doesn't scream gadget, it just blends in, and that's very on brand for Hume Health. Next up, the Withings Body Scan. It's also got tempered glass, but the handle is detachable, and the scale itself has a pretty nice 2.8-inch color screen right on it. It's polished, high-end, and it feels like Withings' approach is to make it look like a luxury bathroom upgrade. And then lastly, the Renpho MorphoScan Nova. Full glass platform, a wired handle with a large color display, and it has a bigger footprint overall than our other options. It still looks modern, but it's more utilitarian, more device-like, which is very Renpho. So quick verdict, Hume Health Body Pod and Withings feel more premium and refined, whereas the MorphoScan Nova looks modern too, just in a more functional, equipment-like way. Now, before we break down the differences between the 3, here's the common ground. All of them use bioelectrical impedance analysis, BIA. That's the method where the scale sends a tiny electrical signal through your body to estimate things like body fat, muscle, and water based on how that signal moves through different tissue. It's not magic, it's an estimate, and it can be really useful for trend tracking when you have a consistent routine. The Hume Health Body Pod is fundamentally built for consistency. It uses multi-frequency BIA and a full-body signal path that goes hands to torso to legs with 8 electrodes. You're measuring more than just your weight. You're getting a more complete scan. The vibe here is less 50 numbers to obsess over and more repeatable scans you can actually follow over time. The Renpho MorphoScan Nova takes a slightly different approach. Dual-frequency BIA, still full body with hands and feet, but the focus is more on giving you extra detail and more metrics to dig into. That's great if you like numbers and you enjoy exploring the data, as long as you don't end up drowning in it. And then there's the Withings Body Scan, which is the most medical checkup feeling product of the 3. It uses multi-frequency BIA too, but it layers in extra sensors, things like ECG, vascular age, and nerve health. So it's trying to be more than a body composition tool. It's the one that feels closest to a broader health snapshot, not just weight and body fat. All right, now for the practical stuff: users, power, and what you actually own. Hume Health is built for households. It supports unlimited user profiles with auto recognition. It's USB-C rechargeable, and the battery is rated for up to about a year per charge with quick top-up charges. It also has a wide weight capacity range, and the core features are usable without a subscription, with an optional premium tier if you want AI coaching, nutrition plans, and deeper reports. Renpho is also USB-C rechargeable and supports multiple users through the app, and one of the biggest differences is that it doesn't require a subscription to access all features. What you see is what you get. And Withings supports up to 8 users, uses a rechargeable battery designed to last around a year, and it's the most set it and forget it in terms of syncing because it can auto-sync over Wi-Fi. Like Hume, you can use the basics for free, and then there's a premium tier if you want extra insights and coaching-style features like long-term health assessment and auto trends detection. All right, this next part is the part where smart scales either become genuinely useful or become a week-2 dust collector. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about how many metrics exist, it's whether the app makes those metrics understandable and whether you'll actually come back to it. Starting with Renpho, it gives you the full data buffet experience, definitely more than either of the other 2. You get 50+ metrics: weight, body fat percent, water percent, skeletal muscle, BMI, bone mass, metabolic age, weight status. It's a lot. And yes, you can track trends with interactive graphs, so you can see weight and body fat changing over time, which is the part I actually like. The bigger standout for me when it comes to data, though, is segmental analysis. Renpho shows body part breakdowns for arms, legs, and torso, and their key metrics: body fat, muscle, and water. This is useful if you want to see where changes are actually happening instead of just getting one big number. It also lets you export full-body PDF reports, which is unique and practical if you want to share a snapshot with a trainer or just keep your own documentation. And the best part is that there's no subscription required. You're not constantly hitting a paywall every time you tap something. But the downside is the UX. The app is not beginner-friendly. It's data-heavy, and it tends to cram a lot of numbers on one screen, so it can feel like you're reading a spreadsheet about your body. If you love metrics, great. If you want clarity, it can be overwhelming. Continuing on with Hume Health. This scale also tracks a lot around 45+ metrics, like weight, fat percentage, muscle mass, visceral fat, hydration, including intra and extracellular water, bone mass, BMR, metabolic age, the usual heavy hitters, plus some deeper hydration detail. But Hume Health's big difference is how it packages the information. Instead of dumping 50 numbers in your face, it gives you a health score that's meant to combine body composition with lifestyle context, like nutrition, movement, sleep, and stress. Basically, it's trying to help you answer the question, what should I actually do with my data? Trend tracking is also easy to follow with weekly, monthly, and yearly views, and it's built for long-term habit shaping. Plus, it generates periodic health reports, which make it feel more like a coach summary than a stats dashboard. There is an optional subscription for extra features and deeper insights, around $10 a month, but the base layer is clean and intuitive. When it comes to the UX, of the three competitors, Hume's feels like the one you'll be most likely to use because it focuses on actionable insights over raw numbers. And then we have Withings. This scale feels like a premium medical-style dashboard. You're getting 40+ clinically validated biomarkers, including the usual body composition stuff, weight, body fat, visceral fat, hydration, bone mass, BMR, plus segmental maps for the arms, legs, and torso. But what makes Withings different is that it goes well beyond body composition. You're getting a cardio and stress-style checkup layer, a 6-lead ECG, vascular age, and EDA, which is tied to nerve activity and stress response. That's why Withings feels like a broader health snapshot, not just a scale. The trends are detailed, the graphs look great, and the overall UI is polished. But the trade-off is that some of the more advanced insights and coaching features are locked behind a subscription. So the app feels premium until you hit a paywall and realize you're not seeing the full picture unless you pay for it. All right, verdict time. If you're trying to pick the best smart scale, it really comes down to what kind of person you are. If you love data and you want the most metrics for the money, the Renpho MorphoScan Nova is the easy choice. You get 50+ metrics, no subscription, and that built-in handle display is convenient. The downside is the app can feel cluttered and it doesn't really guide you. If you want the most medical-style checkup at home, Withings Body Scan is the premium option. The build is high-end, the biomarker stack is impressive, and the ECG, vascular, and nerve health features are genuinely unique. That said, it is expensive, and some of the deeper insights are locked behind a subscription. However, for most people though, I'd pick the Hume Health Body Pod. You still get a deep metrics set, unlimited users, the cleanest app experience here, and that Hume Health score that makes the data actionable long-term. If you want to check current prices, I've put exclusive deals for all three in the description, and those are always kept up to date, or you can scan the QR codes you see on screen right now to reach those exact same deals. And if you want more real-life tech tests like this one, check out the other reviews on the Cybernews channel. I'll see you in the next one.